teams it is, and we're ready for the 2014 final, Paddy.
Yeah, really looking forward to this. It'll just be interesting to see how both teams sort of size. You can see the midfielders are getting to know each other already. So yeah, just looking for a great game.
Stephen Murray looks at his watch and he's ready to get the ball underway. Yes, there is a wee bit of niggling going on there. Two lads just getting to know each other in the front. Johnny Hanratty and David McKenna. It's like a tribal dance this just before a championship game commences, and the game is now underway. Crossmaglen had the first few touches, but it's the first free for Declan McKenna. He does well. He gets the ball out to the wing here. It's not gathered cleanly. It comes back and he's sent to the field as a Crossman that wins it, and it's well won there by crosses number 9 Rico Kelly. Drills a high ball to the near side of the east end, but it's going to be too far for Kyle Carr. Early nerves are on behalf of Kelly playing in midfield for Crossmaglen today. The line ball, Harps put under pressure immediately, and Kyle Carr making way for goal. He's got the first opportunity of this game, and he slots that one over. Yes, indeed. Crossmaglen get the first score. 40 seconds on the board. Kyle Carter availed opportunistically of a poor line ball by the Armagh Harps team.
Yeah, well, in fairness, Rico Kelly hit the ball directly in the touch, but he didn't stop there. He was actually the person that dispossessed the Harps player, that and the ball fell to Carter. He took a great score.
Yes, indeed. So Kyle Carr, the first score on the board. Just word in from Clonard and Niddies have lost their Ulster semi-final by 2 points, so that's bad news for them. But meanwhile here at the Athletic, Charlie Byrne moving towards the 21. Strength from Vernon. He takes a shot. It comes in, but it looks as though it's going to go to the left and wide. First wide of the game, a first wide for Charlie Byrne, but promised there in the run from Vernon.
Yeah, well, Charlie's he's noted for those surging runs upfield. Sometimes maybe he should bring somebody else in that shows the forward, because he's under a lot of pressure there at the end as well. So after 50 yards of a run, it's quite difficult to execute at the end.
Good pick up there, good scoop up by Ryan McShane, and the Harps have the ball back again with Simon McCoy on the far side of the field. Good crowd standing over there, and McCoy plays a ball in. It's dangerous, looking for Nippy Swift. He gathers it in. He loses the ball out. Crossmaglen hold on to it and clear their lines. And now it's with their full forward and Michael McNamee. He plays it up the line to Jamie Clark, gathers it in well. Evades the challenge and wins the free. Gets the ball away quickly to Tony Kern up the line. Tony Kern scored 2 frees last time out, gets it in. Michael McNamee, now he got a point last time out. Can he get a point here to double his size advantage? He decides to lay it off to Callum Comiskey. Comiskey takes an assured shot, and it goes all the way over the bar. Comiskey gets the score, and Crossmaglen double their lead. We've had 2.5 minutes of this game, 2-0 for Callum Comiskey.
There's been a switch there. We mentioned beforehand that Martin Ahern and Callum Comiskey might be switching, and it seems to be the case that Ahern's went back to wing back where he's played previously.
So what we've seen so far is that Crossmaglen have had 2 chances. They've got scores on each occasion. Armagh Harps with 1 scoring opportunity and unable to hit the target with it, and that's could be key. But here's an opportunity now. Declan McKenna breaks from centre field. He's looking for help, but he elects to steer it in, and unfortunately we talked about Harps missing their first opportunity. They've just missed their second one as well.
Yeah, both opportunities have come for the 2 midfielders who are pressing forward. I'd just like to see them maybe get their inside line on. Nippy's already looked dangerous for that first high ball that came in that he won and then was dispossessed.
Hurley's kick out comes to the near side this time, but again it just evading everyone there, and it'll be a line ball for Armagh Harps. Declan McKenna has it. He's looking for options, gets it away. He'll be looking for a return pass, gets the return pass and moves in towards centre field. Spreads it towards the far side of the pitch, but Ryan McShane has to do a bit to win it. He does win it and evades the first chance, steers it in low, but watching it all the way there and ready to gobble it up is Paul McKeown. He plays the ball downfield to Tony Kern. Tony's in space inside the 45, moved towards the 21. Elects to lay it off. This is a great run in by Jamie Clark, who puts the ball into the net. That's a fantastic goal. Straight out of the top drawer, that Paddy. And Jamie Clark will score, but credit to those that were involved in making him up as well.
Yeah, that came from a poor pass inside. I think it was from McShane for the Harps. Paul McKeown picked it up. Tony Kern was an absolute acres of space. Didn't seem to be a man actually marking him at all. He picked out a perfect hand pass, and the finish was sublime at the end by Clark.
Good example though for any young players watching in terms of Jamie Clark's run. He continued the run and Tony Kern picked him out excellently, but Harps have a lot to do here in the very early minutes. And this is compounded again by a free from Crossmaglen just inside the Armagh Harps half. but a long way back even after 4.5 minutes of play. But Harps did come back against Mahary, so they'll be keen just to steady the ship now and get themselves a score on the board and get back into this game, this team at Senior Football Championship Final of 2014.
Yeah, they've started quite nervously, which can be expected off a team that's coming up against Crossmaglen, and they haven't won a final in quite some time, but they really need to settle quickly, and the vital thing is that they need to get one score on the board here, just basically stop the momentum that Cross are starting to build.
Yes, just need to calm the nerves, but they have created chances in the early moments. They've had 2 chances, one for each midfielder. The accuracy just wasn't there, but then if they scored them, they'd certainly be the close and score. But Nibby Swift comes to meet the ball and lays it off well. The Coulter's in space. He elects to take a shot, and it looks good from here. Has he got his first score for Armagh-Harps? No! The chance goes a begging. It goes to the left and wide again, and Harps remain scoreless here after 5.5 minutes of play. They've had 3 chances, no successes. Purdy, wasting no time at all, gets it over to the far side. Martin Hearn steers it down the line, looking for the run of Jamie Clark. Great off the ball running again by Clark, noticeable there. But he's dispossessed on this occasion. And Charlie Brown comes away, but Jamie Clark goes to the floor there. Harps continuing, the referee continuing with the play too. Jamie Clark still down. Now the ball's with the Harps number 9, Declan McKenna, their captain. Jamie Clark remains down, so we'll keep an eye on that. It's a poor ball there by Carol Loughran, but it's gathered in there by Ryan McShane. McShane gets a second chance, plays it in towards Nippy Swift. Nippy Swift with 2 men around him, but the referee says that's a foul on Gareth Swift, and Harps now will have an opportunity, the first dead ball opportunity for Uncle Lennon maybe to get his side first goal. Meanwhile, Jamie Clark still down on the far side of the pitch.
Yeah, I think Jamie was actually pulling on Charlie Byrne, I think, at the time. Now, knowing Charlie as you do, he may have stroked him off, and considering there's a considerable weight difference, maybe he caught Jamie in the wrong way, but he does seem to be genuinely hurt, so
he's just picking himself up a wee bit there, and referee Stephen Murray did consult with his linesman on the far side, Damien McConville, and is now coming over to Jamie Clark. The first aid people are now on the field as well, the other Monta. So we'll see if there's going to be any consequence out of this for Crossmaglen. They're not wasting any time. They have a man ready to come in down below us here. Looks like Kyle Brennan, their number 22. It is indeed. So we'll see if Jamie is indeed fit to continue after a splendid goal there just a few moments ago. But word coming in, Jared McDonough is watching overseas. He's in Wellington, New Zealand. Thanks for letting us know where you're watching the game today. Continue to do that. We're really enjoying all the comments from people this afternoon on Facebook and Twitter. He says all the best from Armagh from Wellington, New Zealand, and he's watching it here on Linwood's Armagh TV. Meanwhile, Kyle Brennan has come on the pitch, maybe as a blood sub in at the moment, until we see what happens with Jamie Clark. There's a bit of a tension still on to Jamie's face on the far side of the pitch.
Yeah, it appears to be a blood sub. In fairness, I don't think there was anything malicious in Charlie's challenge, it was just basically unfortunate, but I'm sure Jimmy will be able to resume fairly soon.
And that's rubber stopped by Stephen Murray not taking any action as a result of that. But Uncle Lennon now trying to take some action, and his kick steered right between the posts. That's a very confident first kick for Lennon, and he seems to be the sort of guy that thrives on confidence.
Yeah, well, in fairness, his consistency over the years as a free taker has been excellent. And he definitely does have a little swagger and a confidence about him, which you do need to play at that sort of level and have the confidence to take free kicks under pressure.
Sure. Aaron Kern plays it off. Mickey McNamee deep in his own half for someone wearing the number 14 jersey, but obviously positionally he's playing a bit further out the field. The ball comes into Ken Carter down who's in the 14th position, and there's a ball in here towards Brennan. Difficult angle, lays it in and puts it over the bar, and Brennan with his first touch gets a score for himself, and Cross retaliate quickly after Armagh-Harps got the opening score.
Yeah, everything just seems to be rolling for Cross at the moment. There was actually a half-foot block in there from the Harps defender, and it still went over the bar, but I don't think Cross have had a wide yet. They're just like the epitome of what is clinical and ruthless here so far. And
they'll be looking to use the advantage that they have of breeze in this opening period. 1-3 to Crossmaglen Rangers. 1 point for Armagh-Harps here on Linwood's Armagh TV, the team at Senior Football Championship Final for 2014. It sparked their life early here, and they're looking the Harps to spark their life now to create the contest that we resolve here. And Ryan McShane now steers that one in, but unfortunately goes to the right this time away. It's a fourth wide for Armagh-Harps. We've had 9.5 minutes. And as you say, Paddy, clinical cross versus wasteful Armagh-Harps is a feature of the game early on here. The ball now down below us. Kelly gets it up the line. Well gathered in by Brennan. Now back with Aaron Kernan. Plays it to his brother Tony. Tony turns and plays it in quickly, looking for Kyle Carr, who's on the way to the 14. The ball spills. It's gathered in there by Murtagh. Murtagh has to do a bit of work, but brings a shot in. It's coming in. Oh, that's well held. Just on the line there by Paddy Morrison. Confident feeling there. Went under a bit of pressure. And Harps can build again. Becky McKenna. Strong challenge. Loses the ball, and the free is awarded to Crossmaglen. So I know Jamie Clark still receiving attention on the far side of the pitch there. So a bit of concern as to whether he'll be able to join us again or not, but I'm sure we'll find out in the next few minutes if that will be the case or not.
Yeah, no, that was excellent work there by Johnny Hanratty, dispossessing David McKenna. Rigo Kelly went down very bravely, and McKenna clattered in and basically and gave away a handy free.
Tony Kern this is straight out of the training ground. The ball goes right across towards Murtagh. Murtagh uses his strength to ward off a challenge of Rory McGrath, who's down on the floor now. Murtagh himself is down the floor and has been deemed to have overcarried, but there's going to be some attention required here for Rory McGrath. The Armagh-Harps youngster, strong challenge there, but a fair challenge in terms of wanting to win the ball.
It was, both players were very committed. It was a 50-50 challenge. Murtagh just came out of it better. I'm not quite sure if Rory McGrath in this instance was fully protecting himself going in. I think he was quite blind going into the challenge, so that's probably why he's come out the worst end of it.
And Colleen Clary has got in touch with us. He says good luck to Crossmaglen Rangers, let's do it lads. And that's from Colleen, Jamie and Sean Clark. So they'll be well pleased with the beginning that their side has had. The time's flying by here. We've already had almost 12 minutes to play, and Jamie Clark has just come across the field here in the interim. He's holding his nose. This is always a way to get some further treatment. We wouldn't rule him out coming back onto the field just yet though.
No, I just think in the medical end of things they can't let a player back on who's obviously bleeding, so it seems to be a blood sub ruling. So I would say this half may be over for Jamie, but Gardy could be back in the next half.
Another strong run by Charlie Vernon. This time he lays it off and in space there. A janky run from the corner forward. Paddy McCoy comes back. There's a high ball there. It's across the face of the goal, but that's well held there. There's still a chance for the Armagh-Harps team. But that one goes wide. Another chance goes away, and a fifth wide for Armagh-Harps. This time from the boot of Conor Coulter, and we're just under 13 minutes to play. The ball again, Crossmaglen not waste any time getting the ball out quickly at every opportunity. But Kyle Brown has been doing well since his introduction there. He won a free there for his actions, but he's took a wee bit of treatment in the meantime, just getting up a wee bit gingerly.
Yeah, you'd start to worry about the confidence of the Harps attack. Like one wide after another in poor positions, and then you can see a hesitancy. There was a shot on just previous to that from the corner forward, and he took too much out of the ball when he should have been taking a score initially. So they really need to sort of just grab this game, and when the shot's on, take it and have that confidence. Yes,
indeed. We've reached 13 and a half minutes to play, and the ball is over to the far side there, and with Tony Kern. Tony takes a wee look at what's happening, lays it off to Aaron, his brother in space, and Aaron has the scoring opportunity. It's steered in. Paddy Morrison watches it all the way and coolly deals with that situation and finds a good man in space. That's a good ball. Aaron just evaded everyone there. And Crossmaglen have been punishing Armagh-Harps whenever they've done this early in this game. Can they do it again? Strong challenge there by Ulton Lennon, and that'll be another free in the Crossmaglen. Already leading by 5 points. An opportunity here maybe to stretch that out to 6, but it's going to be a difficult enough angle for a free here, Paddy.
I'm just saying it's Aaron coming over, like it's well within Aaron's range. Well, actually, no, it's been moved out a wee bit. It's quite a difficult kick, all right, but it's not beyond his capabilities, in fairness.
Yes, indeed. So, not the sort of kick I would want him to take, especially as I'm a right footer. But we'll say enough about that. Aaron's going to take this one, Taking a look at the post. He is going to. I thought he was going to try a pass there, but he takes a couple of steps in, and it comes in to Paddy Morrison, who again is confident there on his goal line, deals with the situation well, and Harps can come clear now. Simon McCoy still deep in his own half. Notably, not too many men around for him. He's had to take the run himself, and there's a strong challenge on McCoy there, and Stephen Murray has to take a wee bit of action here. He's awarded the free, but that seems to be all that he's going to do here. But the player is down, and he's quite close to the sidelines here. So just a piece of action that Stephen Murray will have to do. He's ushering players away, he's keeping cool and just dealing with the situation. And the most important thing is here that the injured player is dealt with accordingly at this time.
In fairness, Johnny Hanratty lined the Harps. I think it was the Harps defender. I'm not sure who actually he connected with, but it was just a very strong robust challenge. You know, the referee again, that's two challenges, one at the far side with Charlie Vernon that he deemed reasonable, and unfortunate. That was just a full-hearted tackle by Hanratty.
So next stoppage in play, we'll take a trip down to the sidelines just to get their impression from their angle on that one, but we'll see what develops here from this Harps free. It's well gathered in there by Coulter, now with Open Lennon. Ryan McShane plays it up the line looking for the runner Nippy Swift. Swift doesn't get it up cleanly, he does now. He scooped that up well, that was an intelligent play, but then he lost the ball. Crossmaglen feverish in the tackle there, deep in their own defence, and coming away with it again. And indeed, they have the momentum here to create an attacking situation right from their own full back line. The ball's played in towards centre field. Oh, it falls nicely from Murta. Now there is a chance. It's a 3-on-2 situation. Johnny Murta moving towards goal, chips it nicely and chips it over the bar. The goal was on there, but Murta, I think he thought he could chip the keeper from there, but he didn't get it accurate enough, and the ball went over the bar for a point.
Yeah, that's a bit of a let off for the Harps as well. Murta probably was a little bit too greedy. If it had come off, people would have talked about that goal for quite a while, but he had extra men on. It was 3-on-2 with the keeper, so
so we've reached the end of the first quarter. So just let's get some words from down the sideline with Barra and Terry.
Yeah, thanks very much. A very even contest out around the middle of the field here, with both sides getting plenty of chances. The key difference being the Crossmaglen Rangers are making their chances count, and they're being very, very clinical, and they're making the most of all the opportunities that are being put their way. Harps, on the other hand, they're creating chance after chance after chance, but they're kicking them wide. They're competing well out round the middle, and they're doing everything that was asked of them, except the finishing is letting them down badly. And Terry, if they don't buck their ideas up a wee bit, Cross are going to be out of sight here.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a quick stat there: 5 wides for Harps in that into the 20 minutes. Two balls fell short for Crossmaglen. Not a wide kick yet for Crossmaglen, and as you said, that's the difference between the two teams. They're competing in the middle. Charlie Vernon and Declan Kenna's on the ball. They're getting it in, but they can't finish.
Yeah, good point. And Cross desperate to get Jimmy Clark patched up again here, and it's Simon McCoy from the Harps moving gingerly after that big hit from Johnny Hanratty. But it's good stuff here in the athletic grounds, and we'll pass you back up to the commentary team of Brandy and Paddy.
Strikes at 45, but it falls nicely for Paddy Morrison. Thanks, man, for your comments there from the sideline. I'm sure you'll let us know if you get any more information there in terms of what's happening with Jamie Clark. But Crossmaglen, minus Jamie Clark, but still dominant here in the early moments of this game. Marta plays a long ball down and looking for Ken Carr. It's cleanly caught in there by Carr. It comes to spills to Tony Kern. He turns and puts it in, but again drops short to Morrison. And all of those missed chances come to be ruled by Crossmaglen Rangers. Only time will tell, but McShane wins a free, plays it up the line quickly, looking for Nippy Swift. He's unable to keep a clean hand on it. A strong challenge there, but Crossmaglen still hold the momentum in defence, hold the ball, and they're dealing well with whatever the Harps are throwing at them at the moment. There's a Harps man warming up down below us. It's number 28, and that's Connor White. So John Toner and his management team maybe considering making a change. The ball's played to Ken Brennan. Very agile Brennan. He availed the first chance, but the line ball goes to Armagh Harps. They'll be quite content with that. The Crossmaglen management team Want to ensure the kick's taken from the right position. Both boys on the ball there, Paddy.
I think that's just a wee bit of extra time to get everybody back in the proper position, but it just comes with experience, I suppose.
Well, the experience of Johnny Hunrally coming in forward there, he does well and wins the ball back for Crossmaglen. It's played quickly into the attack. Loads of space in that area, but that's well won there by Kevin Morris, a member of the under 21 All-Ireland winning team of 2004, and showing all of his experience there to win that free successfully.
Yeah, it was a great example for any youngsters watching the match. A defender doesn't need to necessarily mark from behind. He attacked the ball and won it well in front of Johnny Murray.
Great catch by Coulter. He plays it in there. The ball's bubbling in there, but look at this. Paul Hurdy comes right off his line, plays a sweeper, cleans up the situation, and gets Crossmaglen on the move again forward. Now Tony Kern turns his man there. Joe McElroy left on his whack, but not a good ball, not occasion, and that's a rarity from Tony Kern, and that's a rarity from Crossmaglen, because that's their first wide of this game, and we've had 21 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Tony was going for a shot or we should register that as a wide, but it would be uncharacteristic of Tony now to misplace a pass, but that one definitely wasn't where it was intended.
That's well run there by Alden Lennon. Great run and caught the ball down very low, and the ball was spread in quickly and comes back again for Crossmaglen. Aaron Kernan steers it to the far side. Mickey McNamee's waiting for it there. He's got a bit of space, enough time to lay it off to Kyle Carher. And I know down below us Jamie Clark is going to be joining the fray again very shortly, but Aaron Kernan has it in the meantime. So we're at the far side. A patient build up on this occasion by the Crossmaglen Rangers team. Goes back to Kelly. He's got plenty of time. He's got plenty of height on that. Has he got the accuracy? Paddy Morrison's under it. There's a Crossmaglen man there as well. Paddy Morrison strong enough. He's caught in two minds to whether to go for the ball or not, but it comes out now. And Bruce McElroy coolly intercepts play, and now Armagh has a chance. McCoy has it. Evades the chance of Mickey McNamee. Colin Comiskey there too. But then two Crossmaglen like wasps around the Armagh House player, preventing him from moving the ball quickly forward, and then by stifling all of his intentions there, and Cross had it back again now. Tony Kern to Arnie Kern.
Yeah, there was great intensity there in the cross tackling. Like you had a feel there for Simon McCoy. Like he just felt like he was surrounded, as he happily used, by wasps. But he had nowhere to go. But the discipline was great.
Kyle Brennan knows that this could be his last kick of this game for a while anyway, and he puts it wide, and there'll be great cheers from the Crossmaglen faithful here. Jamie Clark enters the game, this time wearing number 35, and Kyle Brennan returns to the sideline, but Kyle Brennan made a worthy contribution there whenever he came on.
Yeah, he scored with more or less his first touch, and he seemed to be the link man there for Cloudy Flames as well, so yeah, he done quite well. Let's see him later.
The Crossmaglen Rangers team has now been reversed. Jimmy Clark is
Sean
back
McCann
on the
there
field
explaining
of
to
play,
the crowd here at the athletic grounds
number 35
of that interchange there. Connor White, meanwhile, for Armagh Harps, still warming up. The ball evades everyone there, but it's easily dealt with by Hearn. Hearn quickly gets it on the way. Becky McKenna remains on the floor after that one, but it's Rico Kelly. He's moving forward with menace. It comes into Tony Kern, and he slots that one between the posts. We haven't had a score for 7 minutes, but Tony Kern ends that sequence, and still we've had 24 minutes now almost to play. Armagh Harps still the score from play, and they trail by 1 goal and 5 points to a solitary point.
Yeah, the game is slipping from them slightly. They are competing quite well in certain areas of the pitch, but they just haven't got the grips with the game properly, and more importantly on the scoreboard.
Tony Kern has it again. Elects for a high ball this time, but it should be won by the Harpsman, and that's McGrath there, does well. But in the end he loses it, and Cross have it back again, and they'll be keen to punish them well. McGrath is down, but here comes the man in space. Here it's Conrad. He's in uncustomary position right in front of the goal, but he can't get the pass away. He just looked as though he wasn't that confident to be in that position just for a moment, Paddy, and the chance went to Belgium. Yeah,
Harps number 7, Rory McGrath, looks like he's struggling. That's twice he's went into 50-50 challenges with Johnny Murda. I fear that he may not last the rest of the game.
Yes, he's down there on the floor. Meanwhile, at the other end, Ryan McShane does well, jinks past a couple of challenges. Can he lay it off? No, he loses the ball at the end of the day. The defence is doing very well on both sides at the moment, and it's Crossmaglen who can build again. And there's a line of Crossmen just coming out of the defence on every occasion. And on this occasion they're moving with great menace. It's the number 4 there, Paul Hughes. Lays it inside. And now it's that man, Jamie Clark. A tremendous goal he got earlier, and this time he's freed. And it'll be another scoreable opportunity for the Crossmaglen team. Stephen Murray may allow some treatment to be received here by Rory McGrath, and it looks as though that number 17 is going to come on this place, and that's Conal McKee. Yes, we might have this free just before that happens, but yes, you're right, McGrath unable to continue here. But for me, he's plenty of potential in Rory McGrath. I've seen him play a couple of times under age level. I've been particularly impressed by him, but not his day maybe today.
No, it's not even a case of that. I just think he shifted 2 very, very hard challenges. To me, just the way he winced after the last one, it looks like a collarbone or an SE joint. It's definitely a shoulder, and I think they're putting a sling on him here as we speak.
Okay, so a bit of treatment there. Liam Thompson is suggesting that Crossmaglen might win this game by 20 points. Don't think that'll be the case now, but they're certainly in pole position here, if you like, 7 points clear. Just as half time begins to approach, we're 4 minutes from that. There will be some added time. There has been some injuries in this first period, but as Paddy says, it's Crossmaglen that have been to the fore in the scoring charts, and you know, Harps have been credible in some areas of the pitch, but not where it counts, unfortunately for them, in their bid to win a first title since 91. I know they had a very successful night in the club on Friday night where the team of 89 were involved in and up for the final event. That substitution we just talked about being made, and it's Conal McKee who comes in the defence.
Substitution on the
There's
Armagh-gaa.
a couple of positional changes there
Number
with that.
17, Conal McKee, has replaced number 7.
It's interesting to see there. We sort of spoke about the midfield pairings and how they'd match up, and initially it looked like the Harps, you know, had the upper hand, but with Hanratty and Kelly, they actually seem to have overrun the Harps over the last 15-20 minutes.
That's been a feature indeed. They've been to the fore, and their efforts might be rewarded here with another score. This one comes in, it's high. The umpires take a good look at it, and eventually both umpires suggest that the ball went wide. And a let-off there for Armagh Harps as half-time just begins to lean. 3 minutes to go to the break here. The crowd suggests to be 4,500, but well before the start, so we'll await a full update on that. But Crossmaglen not be worried about the numbers here, and worried about keeping hold of the Jerry Fagan Cup. They're aiming for an 18th win in 19 years, which is unheard of territory. But here, unheard of territory, it's probably the first throw-in, apart from the actual starting of the game, that Stephen Murray has been involved with. It goes up. Harps need to win this, and they do win it. Strong play there by McKenna, but surrounded again by the Wasps of Crossmaglen, and he wins the free on that occasion, and the ball's quickly played out, but blocked. Crossmaglen doing exceedingly well in every aspect of their defence. All the challenges are coming in and paying off, and now here's an opportunity for a payoff here with Martin Ahern. He lays it off to Kern. Kern moving through, there's men on hand here, the ball goes in, and Clark rolls the ball into the net, and Crossmaglen have got a second goal just before half time, and that again a tremendous move right from the rear guard, and coolly punished in the end.
Yeah, it was a great block. I think it was by McKeown again, and then it was eventually released to Ahern, who had broke straight up the middle. He got Aaron Kern on the ball, and probably contrary to what Johnny Murray did the last time with them, he actually fed Jamie Clark when they had the man over, and Clark finished again.
So
that's the worst possible result for Armagh Harps. Jamie Clark out of the first half there for about 12-13 minutes, but come back on, and now he's got a second goal, and now it's a long way back. But there's an attention required for a Crossmaglen man who's down at the far end of the pitch, but play will continue, and it's McKeown, who has it, centre half back for Crossmaglen in his own half. Play continues, but it seems to be there's an altercation up at the far end of the ground now. But the ball's bubbling free everywhere. But Armagh have to gather in their own 45. Stephen Murray is continuing with the game here. It's in for Charlie Byrne. There's some people standing up in front of us here, but we can still see the play continue. Conor McKee in the 45, but again, a strong challenge, and the Harps attack breaks down. Now then, Tony Kern has it. He's not going to wait for Blake to happen. He gets the ball away quickly to Johnny Murta. Murta now evades the challenge, gets it to his feet again. He's moving forward towards goal, and Murta's fouled. It'll be a free in, and another scoring opportunity for Crossmaglen. And now Stephen Murray will call out momentarily the proceedings and just bring things up to see deal with the situation that had developed down the far side. Just out of our view here, Paddy, but play seemed to continue.
I think there's still something going on, but it would appear that the backroom sort of teams have got involved in this in some way, and that's probably why there's all the attention coming from the crowd. But
I'm sure Stephen Murray will be able to deal with this situation now and bring it to a conclusion. He's just consulting Damien McConville. They seem to be going to have a bit of a long chat there, trying to work this out. Meanwhile, there's 3 minutes of additional time at the end of this half, and we're into that. We've already had a minute of that now. Let's see what happens here. This Crossmaglen, of course, sitting in a very strong position, 2-5 to a point. And now Stephen Murray is going to make his way deep into the Crossmaglen half. And who is it that he wants to have a word with here?
Just on this as well, like, you're probably looking at one of the last scoring plays here, and Cross have a very simple tap over by Ireland standards. You know, it's going to be like 2-6 to 0-1 for an interval lead.
A big strong advantage for Crossmaglen, but there could be bad news for two players here. It's Swift, and I can't see just the number on the Crossmaglen. It's James Morgan, number 3 for Crossmaglen. Gareth Swift and James Morgan having consultation with Stephen Murray. Murray issues a yellow card each, and play will continue with that quite straightforward free, as you mentioned, for Crossmaglen Rangers, and they'll be only too happy to top this one over the bar in the 33rd minute for Aaron Kern. It'll be his first score of this county final, and it'll be Cross's first score from play, or from not from play, first score from a free if he is successful with it. Gains a few yards there, tries to make the angle just a bit more straightforward for himself. But there's referees having another word here with a player. It's an Armagh Harpsman, and this could be for a challenge that happened down here. And because it was off the ball, a third challenge. I thought he might have issued a black card maybe for that.
Well, actually, initially it was when it was up to our right hand. I think Johnny Murta again, who's thrown himself around and totally within the rules as well. But he hit, I think it was Conal McKee, and obviously Conal wasn't too enamoured with the challenge, so I think he flicked a leg out and tripped him as he went past.
Well, and there's also been another change here in the Crossmaglen team. Kyle Brennan's come back on, and Jamie Clark again is now receiving some attention down the sideline here, so obviously the bleeding hasn't stopped. He's sitting down below us here from our angle in the company position. Just I think it's the Crossmaglen doctor and physio there with him. So another score there. Aaron Kern successful with the kick, and Crossmaglen looking pretty comfortable at this stage, 2-6 to a point. The ball goes out over the sideline here. There'll be another Crossmaglen line ball, and again has been a feature of this half. There's been no time wasted at all. They're just getting things in the way, and now Johnny Murta has it, nails it off. Cross on the move here, it's very smooth play. Brennan's through. There's two Harpsmen close attendance to him, but he wins a free, and this will be another one for Aaron Kern to top over. And it will be another chance for Crossmaglen to extend their advantage, probably.
Yeah, it's sort of similar to even the first game, but it's probably even more bleak as far as what is it going to be, 2-7 to 0-1 now at this stage, going out half time. So it definitely, when we talk about mountains to climb, I just don't really know where the Harps are going to start in this game.
Meanwhile, at this fabulous stadium, the second half has commenced, and without any time at all, Crossmaglen back on the attack.
Program
the far side
and
of the
half time on the Armagh Harps team, number
change in the Armagh
28,
team.
Conor
I'll bring
Bright,
that to you
has
very, very
replaced number
shortly.
12,
But
Carol
meanwhile,
Loughran.
this one is coolly stuck over and cross start as they need to go on. Another score on the board.
And on the Crossmaglen
That's a
Rangers
substitute
team,
for Crossmaglen.
Jerry
Garvin
Clark is
Callagher.
now back wearing number 11.
Garvin Callagher.
Jeremy Clark is now wearing number 11 again.
Oh, number 7 it was, sorry, Callum Comiskey, sorry, yeah, excuse me for that. He gets the first score of the second half, and Crossmaglen move yet further clear. This could be very, very interesting the second half in terms of whether or not Harps can redeem themselves after. Well, it would certainly be an unsatisfactory first half for them. Aaron Kernan now adds to the pain and the misery and gets another score. So in the early moments of the half, we've had 2 scores for the Crossmaglen team, and that only extends their advantage now to 14 points, Paddy.
Yeah, it's like they're showing no mercy here whatsoever. Like, I'm sure the manager were sending out to start the second half, first 5 minutes, boys, just let's put a nail in this here. So that's the way it looks so far.
Here's a high ball coming in, but again, Crossmaglen exceedingly very good in defence this afternoon. But there's a touch of the ball on the floor. Stephen Murray, eagle-eyed there, and there's a gilt-edged opportunity now for Harps to peg back one of the scores, and it'll be, I'm sure, Elton Lennon now with the opportunity here.
Yeah, you get the feeling that the referee there was feeling a little bit of sympathy because it should have been a free out for Crossmaglen.
You thought that was generous in nature?
Yeah, I did indeed.
Okay, so the ball goes between the posts. Elton Glenn gets his second score of the game. He's the only player yet to register for Armagh Harps, and they're still without a score from play here after 32 minutes. Paul Hurdy now not showing just as much of a rush as he did in the first period, but steers it up. A slow ball right up the centre. Harps will gather it in. That's McCoy on the ball for Harps. He lays it off to Decky McKenna, his club captain. McKenna gives it back to McCoy. And Harps building here in consecutive opportunities. That ball steered in. Come off the post, and that's a great score. Could that be a piece of inspiration for Armagh Harps? And it's come from Conor White, the substitute. Their first score from play. It took 32 minutes to achieve it, but that brings it back slightly. Cross scored 2 early points. Harps have responded in the same manner.
It's a case of as it were then.
That'll put. The ball comes out again around the centre. Can Harps continue with this momentum? McKenna thinks they can. He wins the ball cleanly and there, lays it out to the far wing. Gathered in the second attempt by Paddy McCoy. Goal scored against Mahary early in the second half. He made his mark in that game. This time he puts a shot in, and that's well gathered by the tall Paul Hurdy there. But he only plays the ball out to 45 with Charlie Vernon. Vernon comes in, and this time it comes off the post. Oh, there's an opportunity there. The Crossmaglen men collide there as well. They're deep in their own territory. It goes out eventually for 45. It was the Keystone Cops in there for a little Paddy in terms of the defence.
Yeah, Charlie had a shot. I thought it was going wide, but it came back off the upright. I think it shocked everybody else underneath it as well, and it was like ping pong there for a while. But he's actually given a free kick in here on the 14th.
Oh, okay, I was expecting 45, but Harps have got another great opportunity here. Put this one over, and all of a sudden they're winning the second half, and that's certainly what they would have been aiming to do at the outset. But Lennon coolly puts that one over. His third score of the game, or for freeze, and it's now 4 points for Armagh Harps and 2 goals and 9 for the Crossmaglen Rangers.
Yeah, I suppose on the balance of any game you'd expect the opposition at some stage to get a 10-15 minute spell. You're just hoping maybe this will be the start of something for the Harps, even just as a spectacle for the rest of us to watch.
Ball broke down by Charlie Byrne to Aaron Kern. He slips, but it's time to get up and still find a pinpoint pass looking for Murtagh. Murtagh gets a hand on it, and that's satisfactory for Crossmaglen. Now moving through is Tony Kern. He steers that one over the bar. Just cool, using experience there. Puts it over the bar whenever a goal opportunity was a possibility, and it's back to a 16-point advantage, 2-10 to 4 points. You can't rest on your laurels at all if you get a score for the Harps here. Cross are just going to come right back the other end at you.
Yeah, whereas the Harp scores have probably come from free kicks, and in fairness, 2 soft free kicks from what I could see. Cross are just cutting them open just straight up the middle. Like they just seem to be able to do it at will.
Lennon keen to take the kick quickly, gets it in. It's a high one, looking for Nippy Swift. Swift unable to win that one, and Martin Ahern just watches it go out over the end line. it'll be recorded as a wide for Harps, but that'll be their 6th and all in this contest. But certainly, if you were a betting man at this stage, you wouldn't be looking for any odds on Armagh-Harps at all. You wouldn't take whatever odds you got. No. It's hard to see any comeback of any substance at this time.
No, there's too many of their players that aren't really performing. They probably come into this game and would have had to overperform. It's a great catch there by Declan McKenna.
That's right. They were going to really rely on Cross having a bad day and an exceptional performance from themselves. But at this stage, McCoy has it. Lays it back to McShane. McShane takes a shot, but didn't look to have enough about it, and indeed it did drop short and to the right and wide. It remains 2-10 to 4 points. So the Harps, funny, in all of Cross's years in terms of their great run of the past 20 years, they've never played Harps in a final, and so Harps would have been looking at that potentially as an omen for themselves, that maybe they could be the team to break the dominance, but maybe not on this occasion in this team at senior football final for 2014. But these are young men with plenty of potential, and one of them is Conor Coulter. His shot comes in, but Paul Hurdy watches it all the way, calm as you like, and the ball goes wide again, just down below us there. I thought Oisin McConnell was warming up there for a minute. He made a dart down the line as if he was just sort of limbering up, but it was just to get some instructions to one of his colleagues.
Yeah, I would say Oisin could still perform at this level okay, barring maybe a few injuries and a lack of fitness.
Yeah, he still looks nimble enough down there now, with that wee run up the line, but Paul McKeown has it here. Nails it up the line towards Tony Kearney. Full of running as ever, Tony, and intelligent ball play as well. Murtaugh has it, Murtaugh has space, but he must be wearing my boots with that shot, because it's certainly off target. But the ball could still break for Crossmaglen here. But it may well do. It did. The ball fell to the floor, but Paddy Morrison dealt with it well, whenever it could have been yet another goal for the Rangers from Crossmaglen. There's another substitute being warmed up down below us by Armagh-Harps. Shane Grimley ready to come in. Meanwhile, his charges out on the field are doing their best to launch an attack here. It's their captain. Proud day for him to captain his team, Dackie McKenna, and launches a long one in, but that's evading everybody. A good tussle in there between James Morgan and Gareth Swift, but neither of them got their hands on the ball, or as it came in, and the ball went harmlessly wide.
Yeah, James Morgan's very, very strong. Gareth's probably got a few inches on him height-wise, but they're jostling for position every time that there's a crossfield ball coming, and Morgan doesn't mind if he misses it at all.
Johnny Murtaugh plays a great ball in and crosser in and goal again here, and it's Comiskey goal down, but the ball went over the bar. But Comiskey gets a third score in this county final. He's certainly finding the space, but just didn't find the range to put the ball in the net on that occasion.
Yeah, he just sort of snapped at his finish. It was a great ball by Johnny Murtaugh. It was like just sort of through the eye of the needle. Bounced up perfectly for Comiskey. Sure
did. Now, Shane Grimley has come on, and it is Gareth Swift who's been called ashore. So Swift not 100% fit then, but
full group on the
he's tried hard, but it's hard when you're carrying any injury to perform to the level required in a county final, especially against a team that Crossmaglen.
Yeah, he was showing very well in the first 10-15 minutes for the ball. In actual fact, he won quite a bit of possession, but then got turned over within a few seconds of it. But it's been a difficult game for him.
Hurdy's kick out is long. There's a race for possession just down below us, but Harps will win the line ball. Preparing another substitute to come in. Paul Kelly will be joining the game shortly here. Again, tenacious work by Crossmaglen, but the ball goes out for another line ball to Armagh-Harps. Cross will be very content to see the ball being played around the middle of the park here. And the substitute's going to be made now. Indeed, it's Conor Coulter who's going to come off. And number 19, Paul Kelly, comes on in this team at Senior Football Championship final. Just waiting for the kick to be taken by the Harp centre halfback Joe McElroy. player of great potential as well, McElroy, but he's looking for options here, and again Cross trying to bottle him up at every opportunity, but he gets it back. He can use a bit of pace now here. McElroy moving forward, he loses possession of the ball but gathers it back in.
Substitution on the
He's done well as McElroy, and he's tugged there and a free in and an opportunity again for Harps to get a score with Harps. Looks as though, yes, Holton Lennon has it in his hands. He'll be taking this kick and he'll try to sort of peg back the advantage again.
Yeah, no, that was great play by McElroy. He gave and go, and his pace, determination was when the Harps are free, which Lennon appeared reluctant to take as for a score, but he set it down there.
I can see his reluctance coming to the fore there with that kick. He just didn't look confident whenever he was taking it off the foot there, and then whenever he put it on the floor, he just didn't look any more confident.
Yeah,
that chance goes begging.
It was strange that they hadn't a left-footed option there, because it was a relatively easy kick. Even the fact that it was the opposite side just shows maybe a lack of confidence that's sort of draining through this Harps team.
They're still trying though, and Charlie Vernon's one of those players that's trying hard. Comes out to McCoy. McCoy's got time. He does well. He evades the first challenge, steers the ball in, but it goes out for 45. Two Crossmaglen Rangers, two Armagh Harps, and maybe another opportunity for Holton Lennon.
In the Ulster Club Championship game at Park Esler,
confirmation coming in that Kilcoo have lost.
Last minute goal.
Beat Kilcoo on a scoreline of 1-9 to 0-11.
The Crossmaglen fans obviously very disappointed with that result there.
Yeah, well, in fairness, Clontimord won't be any easy touch either. You'd imagine, obviously, at this stage that the Crossmaglen contingent are obviously looking at who they're playing next.
That's much better by Holton Lennon there. He gets that 45, puts it over the bar, and another point on the board for the Harps. They've now got 5, but Crossmaglen still well clear, sitting on 2-11 after 13 minutes of the second period.
Brendan, would I be right? Is that 5 frees, 5 points all around?
4 points for Lennon and a point from White, the substitute. Connor White, yeah. Down below us, the free is being awarded now to Crossmaglen. See Jamie Clark loitering with intent on the full forward line for Crossmaglen. Will he get an opportunity for a third goal in this game? Conradi drills it to the far side looking for the aforementioned Clark, but he's well marshalled on this occasion by Mark McConville. But the ball goes out, it will be a line ball, and Crossmaglen can start again. Now then, substitute for Crossmaglen, one of the players who did very well in the semi-final whenever he came on, and that's David McKenna, and he's coming on for it. Looks like the captain going off, and Johnny Hanratty will receive quite an ovation from his colleagues. He's smiling his face. He knows Crossmaglen are in a very, very comfortable position here in this game. And then comes to the other side where he's greeted by both co-managers.
Yeah, no, Hanratty had a very impressive game. He does a lot of the unseen work, a lot of the physical work around the middle that can be very tiring on the opposition, and he throws himself into every single challenge.
Spill there, but he just gets a hand on the Morrison just at the right time to prevent another goal-scoring opportunity for Crossmaglen. The ball's drilled to this near side. Paddy McCoy gets it in the second attempt and lays it off well. It's steered in, but it's going to fall nicely again. Crossmaglen back in numbers are able to deal with that. Bit of skill there by McKeown, letting the ball just run through his legs there. Not often you see that as a feature of Gaelic games. But it worked well for the Crossmaglen Rangers men on that occasion. That pass just a bit loose, and Harps can begin to build again, but again deep in their own territory. And good play there by Loughlin. Keeps the opportunity alive. It's played in, but it's aimless, very aimless there. It becomes a 10th wide for Armagh Harps. 10 wide for Armagh Harps, 3 for Crossmaglen. And Cross 13 scores to 5. That says something about where both teams are at. Yeah,
but if you take it, even that last phase of play, like that's soul destroying for somebody to break forward like that, and basically they run out of ideas and just to hit it for the sake of hitting it, and it's over the line. like that permeates right through the whole team, you know, and affects everybody's confidence from the boys at the back right through.
So Aaron Kiernan now drills the ball in long. He's looking for Jamie Clark. Clark gets it, gathers it with one hand and takes the point with great aplomb. And Crossmaglen move yet further ahead here. A great score from Clark. And I suppose we've reached the end of the third quarter here. Paddy, we'll get some comments from yourself, and then we'll maybe go down to the sideline and get some words from our men down on the line there, Barra and Terry. But another great score by Clark there.
Yeah, very assured. Even showed a little bit upper body strength there to hold off his marker. Took it down with one hand and then just stroked it over with the left.
Corrick Rafferty comes on for Paddy McCoy for armagh-gaa Harps. But down below us there, the boys able to give us a wee update in terms of how things are from their perspective, just down on the sideline.
Same here as in the first half, down the pitch side. Cross Rangers and their supporters very, very impressed with the aptitude and the application in the second half, much as you would expect from a very good Crossmaglen Rangers team. Armagh Harps, their credit, they're digging deep and they're trying to make a game of it. And this man, Alton Lennon, he's been able to convert a few free kicks and that, but precious little from play, it has to be said. Some good play at the back line from Armagh Harps, notably from Chucky Morris, Kevin Morris, a quarterback. But as was correctly said by Paddy in studio, all the good work is being undone. You know, the good work in defence, when they get the final ball in hasn't been up to scratch for Armagh Harps. Therefore the chances aren't materialising, whereas Crossmaglen Rangers are just totally clinical as they go into attack once more. It looks like they're going to get in as David McKenna. He's burned down a goal and he played inside, and it's a goal. Terry, what do you make of that?
This stage by, I mean, Kenny got a goal from that first half.
End
There
of
again,
match
giving us
positions.
with that man, Jamie Clark.
All scores, end of match positions.
The game's over.
And patrons are reminded that
Yeah,
no
we're
one
going to head back up to the commentators upstairs, but very, very impressive performance here by Cross Rangers. And I'll hand you back over to Brendan and Paddy.
Barra, we knew that that goal was coming for you. We wanted to give you the opportunity to talk that one through for us. So thanks, boys. But there could be another one here. Through on goal is Carter. And this time he just elects to put the ball over the bar. A goal and a point in a minute for Kyle Carter and Paddy.
Yeah, even that last point, he actually lost control of the ball. I think he was that surprised that he ended up what looked like a one-on-one with the keeper again. But still calm as you like. Instead of panicking, just picked it up, stroked it over the bar for another point.
Indeed, so just the first sign of people beginning to leave the ground here. But you know, whenever you hear that end of match positions, you think that there might be little time left, but there's an opportunity here for a goal for Harps. It's not alive anymore. There's too many Crossmaglen defenders back. Poor Rafferty elects to take the shot though, but it goes harmlessly wide. But yeah, Kyle Carter finishing that one with great aplomb. It's a superb finish. And there's even Crossmaglen men beginning to head for the gates there, maybe to get up the road home and get the car away and head up to the club for the celebrations that I'm sure will ensue later on tonight.
Yeah, well, the thing about Crossmaglen is they'll not celebrate too much as a team tonight. Yeah, the supporters will. They have their eye on the bigger prizes. As you heard even from the cheer when Clonpibret got one over Kilcoo, it's quite obvious that their sights are set quite high. It's just disappointing for a county final that you know, we all hope that the Harps will come and compete with Cross and at least put some sort of challenge up there. Our worst fears have been realised that they've been totally outclassed all over the pitch, and it's just one way traffic at this stage.
Kyle Brennan has replaced number 13.
Yes, a couple of changes there in the Crossmaglen team. We'll bring you up to date with them in a moment, but there's a shot coming in here. That one goes mysteriously wide. A rarity from a Crossmaglen perspective. Just a couple of subs
and
here.
could we also take this opportunity to announce
Garvin Carr come on, and so did Kyle Brennan, who was on earlier on.
First prize
and the people who went off then are Kyle Carr and James Ward.
And that number is number 6667. And the winner of the second prize
the Harps.
is
This is
Kieran
a high goal played in,
of St Killian's
but
White
again
Cross.
goes wide, the 12th wide for Armagh Harps. Devastating here on county final day that they have only got 5 points and have recorded 12 wides on top of that. Not enough to put a challenge in to dent this incredible Crossmaglen Rangers record, which is extending here to 18 titles in 19 years. Absolutely superb from the men from South Armagh. And John Kelly contacted us on Twitter to say that Harps desperately need the goal. I know that was a few minutes ago. I'm sorry I'm only getting to it now, John, but you were perfectly correct at that stage, and you're even more correct now, given the way this game is panning out. Crossmaglen 3-13 to 5 points there.
You can probably even tell even ourselves are slightly deflated at how poorly they've performed. You know, we all come to a County final looking to see a really strong competitive game. And it's just been disappointing in that aspect, but like the gulf in class between Crossmaglen and the rest has just been there for all to see again today.
It sure is. And Michael McShane is asking us to see if Terry Conlon can give us a tune to sort of brighten things up here. We might ask Terry for a tune at some stage here on air, but I'm not sure if he's got his instruments with him today, so we'll let him off on this occasion. So we will.
That'll be the first time a Cullinan man has ever serenaded Crossmaglen team with it.
Probably the first, and do you think he'd survive it?
Not in his hometown.
Play continues though. We're into the last 10 minutes here, well into this stage, and Crossmaglen not going through the motions. They still want to add more scores here. There's one man attack and he loses the ball there, and Armagh Harps can come away with it, but the crowd is flat here. But Crossmaglen certainly want to add to it. Here's Kelly, Aaron Kiernan still driving forward now to big McKenna, David McKenna. He turns well, and he puts plenty of height on that. That's the half today, and he puts that one between the posts. David McKenna gets his first score, and it's yet another score for Crossmaglen. 14 points.
For a big man there, he just showed he was they call it a pivot in basketball. It's probably fairly apt to say he's probably 6'6", but just pirouetted right there. The challenge, as good as you like, standard goals, right?
And Conor O'Neill comes on for Crossmaglen in place of Stephen Finnegan. Finnegan's work well done today. Part of an excellent defensive performance. Now Charlie Byrne trying to put a hole in that defence for once here today, and the big man turns and this time goes over the bar from the substitute Shea Grimley. It's a point back for the Harps, but it's a long way back, especially with the time ticking away. And here they're trailing at the moment by 17 points. There's no way back here. Even if we were to play it probably till tomorrow, I couldn't see it at this stage. But you know, one of the things I suppose, Paddy, is, you know, for a lot of young lads like this, how do you pick the boys up after such a demoralising defeat on county final day for the campaign ahead next year?
Well, there's no point really chatting about the if, buts or maybes, you know, in the next couple of days or the weeks or whatever the case is. There's a lot of lessons to be learned. I think psychologically, to be quite honest, a lot of teams are killed off straight away before they come out. When things aren't going like they had the consecutive wides there in the first half before they register to score, that drains the team or whatever. So mentally you need to look at that as well. They are obviously young. They'll look at Crossmaglen and they'll see where they'll progress to this year. Well, that's what we have to aspire to do. But Crossmaglen, it's not really conceivable at the moment how they're going to get caught in Armagh, but at some stage there will be a team that will do that on a certain day. You know, so we're very fortunate and at the same time unfortunate that there is a team of that quality over that period of time.
Yes,
but it's up to the rest.
Incredible.
It's up to the rest to take inspiration from it. The same way that they were inspired all those years ago when they looked at Mullabon winning Ulster Club and they came back and then went on to win All Ireland. You know, that has to be the way you look at it.
And there's space again here now. Aaron Kiernan going through, lays it off to Jimmy Clark. He lays it off in turn. That's a goal. And it's David McKenna this time puts the ball in the net. And I can see that some of the Harps players go down on their knees. It's another body blow for the Harps challenge. It's 4-14 to 7 points. But again, fantastic play by Crossmaglen. You're just opening up this Harps defence with ease.
It's effortless. It's sort of training ground stuff, and even if that happened in training, you'd be giving off to your defence because there wasn't a hand laid on it. But sometimes you just have to sit back and admire, you know, just how good they are. They obviously have, you know, strength and depth coming through, but the funny thing about it is that they're not winning minor titles or under 21 titles every year. but the quality of players that they are getting out of their minor and 21s, you know, that seem to go seamlessly into the whole sort of Cross machine, is why they're as successful as they are, you know, and for as long as they have been.
And they've got that on the bench again today. The likes of Paddy Studdard there, who's a very young player and plenty of potential. Some of the boys that have come on there as well now in the past few minutes, they're just getting some valuable time in a county final, which will only stand them in good stead. A couple of lads having a conversation on the forline there, and another substitute there. Is that for number 20 for Crossmaglen coming in, and that's Kevin McShane. He comes on for Rico Kelly. I think that should be the full complement of substitutes now for Crossmaglen in this game. All of their players giving tremendous ovations. Great joy on the faces and the hug for Rico Kelly from John Pickett's team there as he reaches the sideline.
No, it's good sort of for Rico as well, because he's a bit of a character in the Crossmaglen team, but he's obviously been doing a lot of work because he's had a great game in midfield. But he has missed out on previous seasons for one reason or another, but he's come back and he's shown the appetite for the game, so you know, it was good for him, because the midfield partnership today was excellent for them. You know, they really did set the foundations against the Harps' strongest line.
Charlie Vernon, he's not going to stop moving in this game. He's going to keep going right to the end. And now Rafferty, the full forward. Vernon lays a long ball in. And there's a chance here, but again, one Harps player surrounded by 3 Crossmaglen players, but that's a decent effort. Comes in, Paul Hurdy watches it all the way and drills it out to the far sideline there, where he's looking for David McKenna, who just can't put the speed on there to keep that one in, and it'll be a line ball. And Mark Smith says that Crossmaglen are too good again, and well, he's perfectly correct with that. That's a fair enough analysis here.
Is that Mark Smith of Turn Oakfield?
Well, I'm assuming it has a potential to be.
He's like the Oracle, Mark.
Yeah, he certainly put a lot of thought into that one, didn't he? And we're deep into the closing minutes here now, and the referee just dealing with an incident here, but Crossmaglen at this stage are beginning to think about the Ulster Championship that lies ahead. They've done exactly what they wanted to do today: clinical in attack. Registered 4-14 the county final, can't be bad, and they'll want to have a major say in terms of what happens in Ulster and All-Ireland club honours this year.
Yeah, it's difficult to see exactly where Cross are at in the whole wide scheme of things, you know, against the top contenders in Ireland, and even obviously Contemporary coming up next, because they haven't really been challenged at all again this year. From the Drummond Tea debacle till today, there hasn't been any questions that have been asked, you know, of this team. But like as you said, they're clinical. Like, you know, what comes in front of them, they put it away, and that's it.
And there was a free there for Lennon, and he likes to play 1-2 and then drills it over the bar. 4-14 to 8 points is a Crossmaglen man down at the other end of the field. He's getting some attention. It's Michael McNamee. He's limping there, but there's not very much time left on the clock. He's going to stay on. There'll be 1 minute of additional time at the end of the 30 here.
At the end of normal time in this half, there will be at least 1 minute of additional time.
Graham McShane
at least
steers
1
it in.
minute.
An opportunity here. Grimley has it. Turns, plays it back in to Simon McCoy. Simon McCoy's goals aren't going to win today, but that's a great effort. Oh my word, a great effort there by Conor White. And what is young Paul Hurdy there? First time he's had to really do anything in the game, and he responded superbly.
The evergreen Paul Hurdy, he loved that there. But in fairness, you know, he's still alert enough at that stage of the game, you know, to pull off a save like that. I'd love to see it again on replay TV wise. From here it looked flamboyant, to say the least. Benny Tierney probably say he was making a meal out of it. He could have caught it But
Benny would have started an attack from there, so he would have.
yeah, he'd have caught it with one hand. But no, Hurley has been very impressive. Like, from chatting to Darcy a couple of ways and said that he's never been in as good a shape in his life. I think he's doing triathlons and all sorts.
Oh dear.
So,
just like myself.
yeah, the fitness bug, Brent.
Oh, there's a bug, alright. Oh, that ball's went very far there, but David McKenna was in control of the situation and wins the free. And we're deep into the time here now in this game. Crossmaglen are moving very smoothly towards 42nd Armagh County title. The Jerry Fagan Cup will be going right back up the road to South Armagh this evening. The drop kick from Aaron Curran goes out to the midfield area. And it's drilled in there. That's a long challenging ball in. There's a fist on it there. It goes over the bar. The fist over the bar by
Shea Grimley. Shea Grimley's actually played very well. He's basically won every ball that's come in him. You know, if he had runners coming off him, there could have been more scores. He definitely looks a handful.
Yes, indeed. Will that be the last score of this game? 4-14 to 9 points. Thinking back to Liam Thompson, who got in touch earlier on, he said it was going to be 20 points in it. Well, he's not too far off it. Have to give him credit for that. We're 17 at the end. Crossmaglen Rangers are county champions. They've won the Teamet Senior Football Championship here in Armagh for the 18th time in 19 years. And what a fantastic performance here.